Welcome to Module 3, where we focus on the next key factor for qualifying for a mortgage, your income. As mentioned in our previous module, we highlighted the significance of maintaining a solid credit score before embarking on your home ownership journey. Now, let's explore how your income structure plays a pivotal role in determining the mortgage amount you can qualify for. To assess your mortgage eligibility and the amount you can qualify for, lenders will look at your total annual income, its source, and your employment duration in your current position. Lenders typically categorize income into four main types: part-time, full-time, contract, and self-employed. Although each lender has specific criteria for evaluating these income types, a common requirement is a 2-year history for all, except for individuals with a guaranteed salary. For those earning hourly wages, lenders generally look for a 2-year history to calculate an average income over that period. To prove your 2-year income, you will be required to provide your last 2 years' T4 slips, a letter of employment, and your most recent pay stub. If you are salaried, this is the easiest form of income to prove. Typically, a letter of employment and a pay stub will suffice. However, for both hourly and salaried, if we need to use overtime, bonus, or commission income in addition to your base earnings, we will require your last 2 years' T4 slips with corresponding notice of assessments. For self-employed individuals, be it sole proprietors or an individual who is incorporated, many of our lenders provide specialized programs to help you qualify for a mortgage. These programs acknowledge that the income structure and tax claims of self-employed individuals might not completely represent their financial status. We will evaluate your unique situation to identify the most appropriate program and lender that will be best suited to your income. For both sole proprietors and incorporated individuals, you will be required to provide your last 2 years' T1 generals with corresponding notices of assessment. If you are incorporated, in addition to your T1 generals and notice of assessments, you will also need to show articles of incorporation and your last 2 years' corporate financial statements, or T2s. Besides traditional income sources, lenders may also consider additional types of income. These include commission sales or bonus income, spousal or child support, disability or pension income, child tax benefits, vehicle allowance, and rental income, particularly if the property in question has rental potential. Once we know how much income we can use, we can then determine your mortgage capacity, and the amount of mortgage you qualify for. Lenders will look at your income and debts to establish your maximum mortgage amount, a calculation known as the debt servicing ratio. The ratios calculated are known as your gross debt service ratio and your total debt service ratio. Your GDS measures the portion of your gross income necessary to cover housing expenses like mortgage payments, property taxes, heating costs, and potentially half of condo fees. While your TDS considers housing costs calculated in the GDS along with other outstanding debts, like car loans, credit card debts, lines of credit, and personal loans. These ratios evaluate your capability to manage mortgage payments and other debts without overwhelming your financial situation. We will use your income, ratios, and down payment to determine the maximum mortgage amount that you qualify for. This completes Module 3. Up next, we will dive into down payments and everything you need to know about the minimum amount required and rules around documentation.